All right, welcome back, guys. This is going to be a little talk about the hand clutch in the WD-45. And we have that exposed. And the real gist of this video, hopefully you can see that, is those pins. Okay. I rebuilt the hand clutch in this tractor, I don't know, 10 years ago maybe. And this tractor is only a couple thousand into the WD-45 production. So it would have come with a 2-disc clutch, and I found some good 3-disc stuff and a new old stock. It's basically a big Belleville washer, the spring that makes these work. So it's got a really nice hand clutch in it. Get my light back out here and we'll highlight this again. The thing that got to bothering me badly was those pins. Because when I had this apart and rebuilt it, there's a right way and a wrong way for those pins to go in, is the point here. And I don't know, I don't remember, don't think I had that information yet, but the head needs to take the abuse when they're spinning, because that little clip that retains them is not nearly as strong. And there are a lot of these pins in here, and if one comes out, you're looking at catastrophic failure. And I believe, but we're going to double check, that these are all correct. Let's see if we can turn this thing with the hand crank. Problem is, it's got pretty good compression, and when it pops over, yeah, those three are all right. Yeah, leave the light on. We only got one more to check. I checked them yesterday. I'm pretty sure they're right, but we'll double check them. Yes, so all 9 of them that I can see are correct. The rotational force is working on the head of the pin, not the retaining clip. So that's good. Now, obviously I changed the gear lube when I did this, and this is why we're shooting this video. It looks bad, folks. And like I say, it's probably been in there 10 years. And this tractor, I mean, it doesn't get used like a chore tractor on a dairy farm, obviously, but I use this one a lot. And, you know, sitting here in the shop where it's warm, on concrete, tore apart. It doesn't really have any work to do for at least a few days. I don't know how long. Could disc the garden probably, but I'm trying not to get ahead of myself there. So I'm going to go ahead and change the oil, and I believe, and I will consult my book, but I believe that there are 3 plugs. You got one in the PTO drop box. Maybe that's the one that drains that cavity. I believe this one is the hydraulic. We aren't going to change that. And there should be one in the rear end. Oh, I've got that light in my pocket. Yeah, right there. Can you see that? Oh, there's another one. Okay, so there's the 3. The PTO, I'm going to double check this with the book, because we don't need to be doing a whole bunch of extra that we don't need to do, obviously. So, anyway, I managed to make enough room in my drain pan there. This is another thing we need to work on around here. So, I don't know, draining oil's like watching paint dry. I probably won't film that. I didn't get as early a start on this today as I kind of would like to have. Like the old saying goes, you got to make hay when the sun shines. And I brought that new trailer home, and it was sloppy around here, so I put it in the shed and forgot about it. But there's sale coming up Saturday. Oh, look at that. Nice 856 right there. Head for the 450. We're in the spirit of What About Bob, we're baby stepping on getting that put back on the tractor. But anyway, the sale coming up Saturday, I'm going to take a trailer, and that gooseneck's already hooked on the tow vehicle, so I'm just going to take it. But I had to get the chains and binders and whatnot. There's some more of the 450. They say when you're torquing these nuts, you want clean oiled threads. So yesterday I got everybody moving nice and free, so that when we actually put that on there, it should be as good as we can make it. I don't know, I left that phone over here. Controlling the camera with the phone is okay, but it's not the best. It's not ideal. So I think I'll consult the book real quick, get the oil running out of this thing. Looks like we get to pull the drawbar to do that, but you already know how to do that. That's good. Then it'll be lunchtime. I'd say thanks for watching, but I think I'm going to shoot another segment later, and I don't know, test my editing skills. Welcome back, everybody. After a brief hiatus, we're back to working on this here WD-45, and I don't know. You get to thinking about these things, and maybe that's not the best or whatever, but anyway, that gear oil that I drained out of here, which is now gone, had a nasty brown scum on the top, and that's why I decided to change it. So after checking my inventory, I was gonna put some leftover John Deere High Guard in here, and there's 3 different 5-gallon buckets of it. I don't know if you can see over there in that white building. And between the 3 of them, there's probably 3 gallons, which isn't enough. And the one is low viscosity. I don't know if that was for hydro on a combine or what, but anyway. So I got to thinking about this. That's always dangerous. All right, so right here, that is the cheapest bucket of hydraulic oil I could find at the store yesterday. Now, I absolutely do not advocate running the cheapest oil you can find. Buy good quality lubricants and use them. That was 35 bucks for a 5-gallon can. The reason I bought it, because even the lady at the store asked me why I wanted cheap. I said, because I'm gonna cut it with diesel fuel and use it for a flush. I sprayed some brake clean in there till my can went empty. I didn't get too far, and I don't know. And I'm thinking about, you know, that bigger compartment for the rear end and the transmission and the PTO drop boxes. So we're gonna put a couple gallons of that in there, and I've got, well, it's probably not quite full, a couple gallon of diesel fuel. We'll get it up there to where it's at least to the bottom of the hand clutch, and then we'll get to put the tractor all back together and drive it around with the PTO engaged. And then after we've ran it for who knows how long, not terribly long, and we're not going to do any work with it, I just want things to move, to you know, make the flush work. And then we'll drain it. And I bought a can of 80/90 Harvest King, same brand as this. And I don't know how, Harvest King may not be a bad hydraulic oil. I really don't want to rip on them. Everybody complains about Yellow Bucket Wonder Fluid, and this stuff was less expensive than the Wonder Fluid. If you ever watch Project Farm on YouTube, he just had a video about bar and chain oil for chainsaws, and the Harvest King won. So I'm not ripping on Harvest King at all. It may be fine and might save a guy a bunch of money if, you know, maybe we can get Project Farm to test hydraulic oil. I have no idea. I think I'll shut you guys off because me dumping oil in this thing's gonna be pretty dry. So I don't know, I'd like to get this compiled and maybe posted today. We'll see how that goes. I'll probably bring you back for another little segment. I'm gonna go in the house here after a while and make a pot of chili, so my day is getting used up fast.